Aloha, my name's Devina. Thank you so much for joining my channel today. I decided I wanted to be consistent, so I'm doing a reading for somebody that needs this message. All right, to get started, I first call out a card I pulled for the current state of mind today is Ethra. This is the Ace, New Beginnings and Thoughts, Ideas. Ethra is in the etheric realms, and the behind this card is the possibility of manifesting something from the etheric realms, ideas, visions, things like that. I also pulled a card from my Mystic Moon, Signs from Spirit Love Oracles, and Nourishment. So your current state of mind is you're thinking about something that's nourishing to your soul. The difficulty that came out was the 5 of Clubs. Look at this person. The difficulty is choosing a path. You see the thoughts are all over the place. When you get this card, the thoughts, it's like, which way do I go? There's confusion. Everything's in the air. It's kind of like you haven't made a decision yet to manifest what that is you want in the physical, followed by eternity and flame. So this one, I usually, I read this one as more of a romance, like a love, a flame, but it can also be your inside flame. But how it is a difficulty, we're gonna pull some more cards and find out more here shortly. Career and communication, there are some emotional things going on. This is like crossed hearts. There's 3 hearts. One is broken. There's one with the key. It's like putting things aside and being honest. Is this enjoying work? Is this something fulfilling my, my drive to create? Is this good for me, or is it emotional drama? Because this card represents emotional drama, and it came out with freedom. So are you free in your career and your communication to do what it is you want to do? And is there a lot of drama? And if so, is it worth it? Something like that's going on in career. As far as romance, you got the 4 of Southwind, which stands for unexpected, and it's the menace. This person, he likes to blow the clothes off of the clothesline just to do it, just for fun. It's something unexpected with safe passage, starfish, in your romance department. And unconscious foundation, you got this person's energy, the Leo King, whether you're masculine or feminine, standing in this, courageous, bold King's energy. This is in your unconscious going for you. And renewal. Right now, you might be taking a break in your unconscious foundation just to renew your spirit. As far as, let's see. I'm sorry, this is home matters. You have the Lion King as well as renewal and home matters. Unconscious foundation, there is a bridge to reconciliation where Gawain, who comes in, he is the knight in shining armor. He comes in, you might be inquiring about a relationship. So if you are, there is some reconciliation with this person who is divine in so many ways. They are like the hero. Gawain is very courageous, integrity. He's got the sun around his head. You see that? He's in and out usually though. He comes in, saves the day, and leaves as fast as he comes in. That's Gawain in the deck. As far as a possible outcome, you got this lady who is very magical, high priestess, mystery. She's intuitive. She's in her full power. You see the moon behind her. She works with the cycles of the moon. There's also a black raven. She's got her, she's kind of, like the high priestess in so many ways. And this one is this queen of air, and with smoke and vision. So as an outcome, that doesn't make sense to me just yet, but overarching energy is healing. So I feel like whoever's watching this is doing their healing work at this moment in time. And they've got some issues with Their difficulty is their mind being focused and not confused. So I'm going to pull some more cards, okay? Let's just find out what might help you in this difficulty that you're having right now with this eternal flame. How is this? What is this? What do we need to see? What do we need to know more about the difficulty for the person watching today? All right. Hanged Man. All right, so advice might be to just stay in suspension just for a little longer. Complete the healing that's going on right now in your heart. There's something going on. There's your soul is calling you, asking you to heal. Hanged Man. In this particular deck, this woman hung her husband who was cheating on her on the clothesline upside down. But I feel like this whatever is in your mind and the difficulty, you just need to come to a place of peace with it, whatever that is. And once you calm your thoughts about it, things will probably be a lot more clear. They're not right now, obviously. There's some emotions going on. We got this overly emotional card. I'm going to pull some more just on that one. That's your career. What would be a helpful energy for the person in having drama in their career? Seeking freedom. What would be a good advice from the cards? From Spirit to show us in the cards, what do they need to think about, focus on? All right. Well, it looks to me like there is a tower. So there is a time for discerning, just like the Hanged Man. Something happened in your career, in your difficulty right now that is forcing you to change. There's nothing you can do. You have no choice but to change and accept the changes. So we got that one. Let's see. What else do we need to know about that? That there is a tower. Okay. I'm going to pull another clarifier for this particular emotional thing going on at work. Don't know what that was. What was that? Let's see. Spirit, do you have any more advice for us? What's this tower? What do we need to do about it? What can we do about it? Seriously. It's gotta be something. The tower, you have a pathway that you're gonna have to make a choice as far as work goes. So something has come to an end perhaps, or there's discernment required in discerning, what to do now that this tower moment happened in your life. All right, let's look at the romance, the south wind, the unexpected, the starfish. You're safe there in your romance and communication. Let's see what we need to look at there. Any messages for us, please? All right, well, that's definitely not a card you want to see when it comes to asking for that. Perhaps somebody feels stuck. They feel stuck in a relationship, in their romantic life. All right, that one wants to be seen. I will pull more cards, I promise. I want to know more about that already. Going on to anything else with this reconciliation and Gawain coming in. What is that about? This is coming up in the unconscious foundation. There is a bridge to reconciliation. All right, so there's some concern. There is some concern that perhaps this reconciliation isn't going to happen. All right, I want to find out more just because of the cards in your romance and this reconciliation. I want to know, what more do we need to know about this imprisonment, south wind, unexpected? Oh, I keep getting these cards. Despair. You're despairing in your love life. I'm so sorry. All right, unconscious foundation is good. We've got the Leo King, someone standing in their power, being renewed. Possible outcome. Let's get a card for a possible outcome. Although I want to find out what we need to do to have like a good outcome, like the outcome we want in our, you know, career, difficulty, romance, whatever that is. All right, Leah and visions. What do we need to know about that? No, 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 you don't want this as your outcome. Okay, I am not liking these cards at the moment. If you stayed with me this far, let's see what we can do. Okay, let's figure out what's going on here. What does the despair and feelings of being imprisoned have to do with in this person's love life watching this video today? All right, so somebody has an Empress. They're either despairing over, crying over, or they need to step into the Empress energy. And the Empress is empowered. She's abundant. Yeah. So let's find out what this Visions, Leah, poverty thing has to do with. Great Spirit, what is this we're looking at as an outcome? All right, so you got two cards here. You've got your Knight of Wands and your Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is somebody who's worked really hard and they're just resting at the very top, taking a break from everything, drinking a martini. The Knight of Wands, he's on his bicycle with a plunger. So it almost makes me see, when I see these cards, I feel like there is a challenge to get to this Four of Wands. There's something to do with the foundation and stability. There's a Knight of Wands that might be rushing in like Gawain, or there's a fear or concern that you're not going to be reconciled with your person. The Knight of Wands, I'm not sure what he stands for in this deck. Typically, the Knight of Wands is a player energy. You know, a lot of people read it that way. But as far as an outcome with poverty and the High Priestess, Visions, and Four of Wands, let's just see what we can make sense of this. What do we need to know about this Knight? All right, so exuberance, mischief, and loyalty is what this particular one represents. It says, like the other members of his suit, the Knight of Wands enjoys being the focus of everyone's attention. He's the perpetual party guy. His swell ideas for fun and tomfoolery are a hit with ladies and gents alike. Cruising around the neighborhood with pals, he has a tendency to get into mischief. Still, he is a loyal friend, and his youthful spirit inspires change and personal growth in everyone he meets. So perhaps you must get in your inspiring other people for personal growth. I did see this over here somewhere. This is the mischief card, unexpected in the romance. Perhaps there will be a knight coming in. He's not in his king energy just yet. But you did get this first deck card out, Bridge to Reconciliation with Gawain, who is a fiery, passionate, courageous, bold warrior. The knight that comes in and saves the day. So I am a little bit more curious about this poverty thing. So I want to pull some more cards on that. I want to know what that's about. We don't want that as an outcome. That's scary. I don't know what's scarier, being sick or being poor, but either way, that is not the way to live your life to the fullest in this reality we call Earth and humanity and whatever. Who wants that? Oh. All right, let's see. What do we need to know more about this? All right, so I think that there's something maybe you're being asked to do, perhaps that isn't in your highest good. Yeah, there's something forbidden, something not There's some kind of conflict going on in this difficult situation. I want to see some more cards. Let's see, what else do I need to know about this poverty card here? I wouldn't do anything that doesn't feel right just to avoid being, you know, broke. All right, so there's something with dominance, somebody in the equation. This can represent a masculine energy and a dominant, forceful energy. Also can represent a Taurus. It's got bull's horns. Bottom of the deck was sweetness. Did they put their charm on? All right, so let's see here. I don't know. I'm being drawn to pull some more cards to try to figure out what to focus on for the outcome here. What does the person watching this video need to focus on to avoid a not so pleasant outcome? Do not shuffle big cards very well. All right, we've got this again. Second time, friend, we've got Hanged Man. The Hanged Man wants to be seen twice, not once, but twice. There must be a reason for that. And because I don't know what this deck says, oh, it's a really beautiful card, animated suspension. The Hanged Man sometimes is seeing things from a different perspective. Let's just see, what does the Hanged Man in this particular deck have to say to us? All right, it says sacrifice and surrender are necessary at times like this. Nothing in life is free, nor does everything happen according to my timetable. When this card appears, I'm reminded that a delay is in my best interest. That until all the elements are in place. I'm meant to surrender to the greater will for highest good of all. Time for me to let go of my attachment to how I thought things had to be. I'm called to surrender and wait to see how things play out. All right, dear. So what's happening in your life right now with your career, some emotional things going on, something you're really wanting your freedom. There's been a tower and there is a pathway. There is a pathway, but you might have to wait before it's illuminated towards what it is you need to do and where you need to go. Imagine standing here and trying to make a decision but not having a clear path. It's not going to happen. So right now, what Spirit wants you to know is that you need to really be in the Hanged Man position until there is a light, excuse me, I'm not talking right, a lit pathway, or a pathway that is illuminated for you to make a move. And when that happens, then you can get out of the hangman. But right now, this is in your best interest to be, even though it feels like it's part of your difficulty, it's also your advice. I'm not sure if you're entertaining an idea of a relationship based on this fear of poverty. That could be what is motivating some things that may be not so great. This is forbidden. And there comes with someone who's a lot of fun, perhaps. But the High Priestess, or in this deck, this lady Leia, she's very empowered. She knows things others don't because she uses her intuition to guide her. So even if, we're intuitive, sometimes our vision can be clouded by our emotions. Okay, so I'm going to pull one last card and then, so let's just see what we can do for our spiritual, as a spiritual thing to help us get through while we're in Hanged Man position. How about that? Okay, so I'm going to pull from my Cosmic Dancer Oracle cards here. Underlying card was this one, which is the Sword of Healing. And this means, it can also mean surgery. It can mean that you're just in a place right now where you need to heal with, physical, spiritual, emotional, whatever it is, and what you're going through right now requires healing and patience, because healing just doesn't happen overnight, especially if you've been cut open. You got months sometimes to your body to mend itself back together. So just be patient. Okay, today, what should the person watching this video focus on? All right, so it's telling you, my dear, is to come back to center. So no matter what your thoughts are about the situation, it's time to focus on centering yourself, grounding, being in the present moment, not worrying too much about the future, because there's nothing you can do right now. You're just here, and you're gonna have to take with what you have and go from there, and just be honest with yourself and the situation, and just know that, you know what, you got this. So let's see, do I want to read from the book? Come back to center. It's number 16. 6 + 1 is 7, which is a very highly spiritually charged number. So I feel like it's something you need to focus on your spiritual world as well. It says, you're being urged to draw inward, to align with your deeper inner compass, and to come into harmony with the energy of the earth. The answer to your question does not lie in the realm of the senses or words, but the center of stillness and silence. When you take a moment to drop into the depths of you, you will find it. Everyone has his or her own unique center point of consciousness where they reside at the eye of infinity. All right, so yes, Hanged Man is actually good for you right now, dear friend. I hope this advice or this reading helped in some way. And may you have a blessed rest of your day or night. Adios.